honest, I don't hear extra credit. I will jump on it, madam. They are literally giving you free points. So why don't you, it's much better to get 125 than get 100. I don't know. Are you interested in getting into nursing school? Well, if you are, this video is for you. This video is a step-by-step process on how to get into nursing school. It breaks down and answers every single question that you have about the nursing school application process. So without talking too much, let's go. If you're new here, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. I go by the name Miss Betty, and on this channel, we do everything nursing, travel, lifestyle, and vlogs. But if you're an existing subscriber as well, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and let's keep the family moving. Oh, and if you see me staring down, I'm just looking at my notes so that I don't miss any point that I have written down and prepared for you guys. So now to the video. Step number 1 is find a school. So with this process, the main thing that you're going to be doing is research. You're going to be going on Google. You're going to be consulting, people that you know who have already been in nursing programs. You're going to find out wherever your sources, find out a school. Some of the community colleges that you can get into with good nursing programs are Queensborough Community College, Kingsborough Community College, Borough of Manhattan Community College, LaGuardia Community College, to just mention a few. That is if you're also in New York, to just mention a few. Some of the senior colleges that you could go to: Hunter College, Queens College, York College, SUNY Downstate, there's SUNY Empire State, there's Buffalo, there's Binghamton University. All of these schools, have good nursing programs that you can get into. Some of the private schools that you can get to as well are Malloy and then Chamberlain. These are just a few schools that I know that offer the nursing program. So these could be, some of the schools that you can look at with regards to their nursing program. Well, if you ask me, I'd suggest that you start off with a community college. If you want to go to a senior college, that's also, a great idea. If you want to, start off with a private school, that's also a great idea. But with most of my people who have access to community colleges, I would say that it's much better you go to a community college. Why? Because most of the community colleges that I have come across give you incentives for books, they give you tiny scholarships as well. They also, help you out with studies as well. They really pay attention to the success of the students. They help you sum up your GPA and build your GPA to a point where you can actually really get into the nursing program comfortably, and not even just the nursing program, other programs as well. Step number 2, apply. I say now I know I have to go to BMCC. I have to apply. I'll either go on their website to apply into their program, or if I am entering through the CUNY system, which is the City University of New York system, I would go to my CUNY portal and then I would register through there. Now, if you're using the CUNY portal, they give you 4 community college choices and they give you 2 senior college choices as well. So overall, you have 6 schools that you'd have to apply into. Now, again, if you're using the CUNY system, if you apply into the nursing program, they would put you for an undeclared health major. Why? Because you require an entrance exam before you enter the nursing program. So they'll put you for an undeclared major, but put you on the right pathway. Like, let's say an associate of science degree, they'll put you on that pathway. So you have most of the prerequisites that you'll be needing for the nursing program. You'd have them. So while you're doing them, you prepare to your nursing program. But if you're also applying through any other, source, like let's say their website, you could just go on their website and just apply. It's just the same process. It's the same application, but CUNY portal gives you, access to multiple CUNY schools at the same time. That's the only difference. You might do it either way. If you're doing a private school as well, you can also go on their website, check out the application process, and you apply. With the CUNY process, they do get back to you within 4 to 6 weeks of the application date. But then also when you check their website and they give you the deadlines, they should, have information about when exactly they will be getting back to you. If you're not hearing back from them, one thing that I'd suggest is you go on their website, find their email, the academic office or the admissions office, find their email and email them. Usually there's a phone number. Pick the phone and call them and then let them know. Ask them about where the process is going, how it's going. They should be able to give you all the information that you need. Make sure that you keep an eye on your emails as well, because usually when students are accepted, they send out emails. Or some schools just pick up the phone and call. I remember BMCC picking up their phone, calling and telling you, congratulations, you have been accepted into, BMCC for this program or that program. So keep an eye on your phone, on your email. If you have any questions, go to their website, the admissions office website, or the academic office. If you are able to walk into the academic office and ask them any question that you have with regards to the application process. Step 3, you strategize, assuming you've been accepted into the school, or maybe you haven't even started classes yet. You might want to, pick up a solid plan before you get into the program, because getting into the nursing program is about the knowledge, but it's also about the strategy that you pick. So with this process, I'll show you how I do it in a second, but one thing that I will do with this process is go to the school's website, look at the prerequisites that they have to the nursing program, look for other prerequisites that they have in between their courses you can literally do together while you're doing some of your prerequisites. A prerequisite is a foundational course to a specific program, and a co-requisite is also a foundational course, but you can do it with other prerequisites as well. That is what makes it a co-requisite. But mainly, I'll find out the co-requisites, the prerequisites. I'll find out the GPA requirements as well, because one thing that a lot of nursing schools have is a GPA cutoff point. In fact, almost all nursing schools have a GPA cutoff point. Some schools have a GPA cutoff points between 3.2 to 4.0, but most schools will tell you their GPA cutoff point is 3.5. I would tell you that if they say your cutoff point is 3.2, make sure you have at least a GPA requirement of 3.5. That's your personal. But also, if they do say your GPA requirement is 3.5, make sure you have a GPA of at least 3.8. The main reason why I'm saying that is they will tell you, oh, our cutoff point is 3.5. But then when they're accepting students into their program, they pick people with a higher GPA as well. So let's say they're having 80 students enter their program this particular year, and they say their cutoff point is 3.5, but the number of students who applied have an average of 4.0. They'll pick everybody with the 4.0 before they come to somebody with the 3.5 GPA. So if you're an overachiever, this is your step. Make sure that you have that highest GPA requirement as possible. So with mapping out your prerequisites, this is how I do mine, and I'd suggest you do the same because this has actually helped a lot of people. I'll be using BMCC's pathway as an example. I use BMCC a lot, but let's say I know BMCC requires me to do English composition, it requires me to do literature, it requires me to do math for health sciences, anatomy and physiology 1, speech, chemistry, general psychology, microbiology, and anatomy and physiology 2. I know that these are the courses that I have to do before I, apply into the nursing program. I'll make sure that I sit down and map them out. Some are science courses. Usually some people don't like to pair two science courses together because of how tough it could be. But if you're also built for it, you can go for it. You understand? Sometimes it's inevitable. You have to do it. But then let's say I know these are the courses I have to take. First of all, I'll choose English 101 because it's easy to do. It's just composition. Well, sometimes they give you some readings, but it's just, it's an English course. It's just a common core. You pick that one. You pick anatomy and physiology 1 because it's a science course. Now, if I feel like I can't take any more science courses because I want to dedicate all my time to anatomy and physiology, I'll pick speech. Why? Because speech is an easy course you could do. And then maybe I pick general psychology because it's mainly going to be reading, it's a new dimension as well, but it's mainly going to be reading and then papers. People can, go all audition. You could pick chemistry 121. It's also like a foundational chemistry course with anatomy and physiology 1, and also you can do your English as well. So it's all about balance. It's all about finding out which course you think will be difficult to do, and then you can, balance them with the courses that are not so difficult to do. I hope you understand. When you have all of that planned, you talk to your school's advisor. Usually the schools have academic advisors. You can work, hand in hand with your advisor and let your advisor show you the way. Also, you can show them the plan that you've mapped out. If there's anything that they want to take out of it, or, they know the courses more than you do, let's say, because you don't know the school and how, rigorous some programs are, you can speak to your advisor, give them the plan that you've mapped out, and then they're going to help you balance some out. They will show you, or maybe you want to take speech in this semester, or you might want to take chemistry 101, or these professors that we have in this school for chemistry are, tough. You cannot do chemistry while you're doing anatomy and physiology. They will tell you all of that. So once you've mapped out your plan, go see your school's academic advisor, and they're going to help you with that process as well. Another tool that I used that I would suggest is really helpful is a GPA calculator. You can find some online. I have linked some in the description box. Usually this helps me, create a focus when it comes to a GPA requirement. So let's say in the semester I am doing anatomy and physiology with English, with chemistry and everything. I know I have to make sure maximum I keep my GPA, let's say 3.9 or overachieve or 4.0. I know I have to get all A's. But what if I get a B in this course? How much is it going to drop my GPA? I go online, use the GPA calculator. I calculate it and find out, how it's going to be, how it's going to affect my, my GPA or anything. I make sure it helps me balance and keeps me, my eye on what my options, what What if I don't do well in this course and it drops me to this GPA? Would I still be in that range between 3.5 and 4.0? I want to see success in those courses that you choose, all of these courses, all your prerequisites. I'd suggest you don't skip class ever. Do not skip class. Stay in tune with your professors also. If you don't have any, knowledge about anything, like if you have questions or anything, email your professor. Some professors, don't really reply back, but if they don't reply back to your emails, utilize their office hours. They would sit down and explain to you. They will help you out, find out the answer you have. They will explain. I mean, they're there for your academic success anyways, so they'll help you with that process as well. I'd say you jump on any extra credits opportunity. Some professors give extra credits, and that's the best thing that ever happened to students. Extra credits. Like, I remember back in community college, I just want to say extra credit. Unless I don't hear extra credit, I will jump on it. They are literally giving you free points. So why don't you, it's much better to get 125 than get 100. I don't know. That extra credit, that extra 10 points or extra 5 points is going to do a lot to help you with your overall grade anyway. So you just might as well just hop on. So yes, pay attention to extra credits. Be interactive in class. This also goes a long way to help you, because usually if let's say you are transferring or you need a letter of recommendation, if you're interactive in the class, the professors know you, so they'll easily be able to help you. Yes. Keep track of your GPA. Make sure that you hop on any extra credit opportunity. Be interactive in class. Avoid late work. Don't wait until 11 p.m. before you do your assignments. And I know this is going to push somebody, but do not wait until the due day before you sit down and do your assignments. You're not going to be all in tune for it. So please and please and please, again, this is the little advice that I give for that. Now that you're done with all your prerequisites, the only thing that you'd have left to do is take your nursing entrance exam. Now, some schools take TEAS, some schools take Kaplan, some schools take the NLN-PAX, and I'll have other videos that I'll do to break down all of these courses. But you find out what your school requires and then buy a resource for it and prepare towards it. Don't worry, I'll be doing another video where I explain all of them. I break them down and then tell you all about it and the passing scores and everything. So you take your entrance exam and you apply into the nursing program. Thank you so much for watching up to this point. In the next video, I'll be showing you what prerequisites that you have to pay attention to. I'll be explaining what the prerequisites are about, what they talk about, how to study for them, and I'll be giving study tips as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am and would always be your girl, Miss Betty. Peace out.
I need you to know that you're the only one. And all my friends that say you make my brain done. The best time is when I'm at yours.